is this is a player on the trade block. After tonight's meaningless game, they have 9 days off. Is it possible that a trade with Horvat can happen in 9 days? I'd say, yeah, that's likely. The entire franchise.
It's possible. I don't say it's likely.
The entire franchise seems to be hinging on this trade.
Okay,
it's going to fix all your problems.
Fine. Okay, fine. But if you how old's your boy now?
He's 6 months.
6 months max. You know, let's say
I would be pissed off and bummed.
Let's say he's 10 years old. You buy him a ticket. You get access to a game against Columbus, which everybody will.
Yes.
I've been offered tickets for tonight.
I'm being hypocritical.
Everybody has. So you get to this point where your boy is looking forward to. It's more about seeing the Canucks, and he loves Bo Horvat. He's got a 53 jersey. Oh, he's not playing tonight, folks. You'd be okay with that.
I'm saying I'm being hypocritical. I'd obviously be pissed off if I spent my hard-earned money.
Right, I've never heard.
But here's the thing. One other thing very quickly. The reason for the uproar in the NBA is because guys are doing this when they go to cities that they play in one time a year. One time. That's where it's where it's a bigger beef than a home game. I agree it might still be the person's one and only time.
That's what I'm saying. So say Max is 10 years old. It's the one game he goes to all year. You're okay with that.
At home, though, you have more opportunity to see the players. So that's where, like I say, people pick on players more in the NBA for doing it on the road than they do at home.
Well, it happens more in the NBA. And, of course, the other argument that you get, Rick, and you pointed this out, is that I know – look, basketball is way more physical than most people think that haven't played sports or haven't played basketball. But I think we can all agree, not as physical as football, not as physical as hockey, and you don't see this as much in those sports.
Let me get into Bo first of all, I've never heard, like Bo's going to be one of the biggest names at the trade deadline. I've never heard of a team sitting a guy on January 27th. For a trade when it's 5 weeks away. That's one. Number two, teams are sending pro scouts to Vancouver tonight to watch Bo. Okay, not for him to sit in the press box and eat popcorn with them. They need to evaluate and watch this player as they continue to try and go out.
Look at 31 goals.
So you think, okay, Donnie, sitting Bo tonight 5 weeks before the trade deadline makes any sense? I've texted two hockey people this morning, and they've both said to me that that's ludicrous. Ludicrous.
Rick, he's got 31 goals.
He's not going to be sat tonight.
What is a scout learning about Bo Horvat tonight?
So pro scouts don't have a job.
What are they learning? What are they learning tonight? What are they learning tonight about Bo Horvat against the Columbus Blue Jackets?
Is they do their due diligence. There's going to be a whack of pro scouts in Vancouver tonight to watch Bo.
And you're learning nothing.
And Luke Shen.
Okay.
And Brock Besser. So should we sit Besser and Shen too?
If something was close with any of those guys,
that's
then
when you do it. That's
but
when
again,
you sit
Rick,
Bo.
You're not understanding. They have one chip in the organization, and it's Bo Horvat.
Goodness.
You have 9 days off. Why is he playing tonight?
Oh, you don't get it.
No, you don't get it.
Besser,
the whole franchise is hinging on this trade.
Shen and Besser are going to get traded as well.
And they're going to get what? And they're going to get traded? What's the return for that? A third-round draft pick?
Ryan, he will play tonight.
Well, it's true.
He'll play on crutches.
Yeah, he'll play. That's it.
And earlier this morning, and trust me, you're not going to be able to miss this story. Earlier this morning, Austin Matthews sprained knee out 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
hold on, that's a different situation.
He's not getting traded, but the bottom line is there's a star player that goes down. If that happens with the Vancouver Canucks, you want to talk about a pro scout missing one game tonight? What if Horvat goes out for 3 to 4 weeks with something?
Okay.
Like I just
10 years down the road, let's see how you react.
Again, I don't understand. You have 9 days off after this. I'm not saying
okay. Can we all agree? Can we all agree on this? You guys are going around in circles. Can we all agree? Well, we're not. You're not going to agree. It's wrong. It's wrong to sit, guys. The reason that you're living the life you're living as a pro athlete and making all that money and living a life that none of us can dream of is because of the paying customer. And you're treating them like that. It's disrespectful, and it's wrong. It is.
The bottom line is, though, and the NBA, the people around the NBA are starting to talk about this more and more, and this is a conversation that I think will bleed into the NHL, is that there's too many back-to-backs on the schedule. So you need to figure out how to, if you want to.
You could argue that the schedule is too long in both leagues. It's never going to decrease. Okay, that's part of the reason you have so many.
But Steve Kerr,
Ryan, do you think it's easy to come up with a schedule like with arena availability?
I don't.
It's not.
But I'm just saying though. So if you decrease the games, and Steve Kerr brought up the point. He just talked about this. He said,
"Okay. How often do you go to work? How often? Most people out there,
Donnie, you can't compare anyone's job to a pro athlete.
Yeah,
You can't.
a lot of them are harder.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
go to-
I agree. Of
a
course,
lot of
I
people
agree.
go to work.
That's Captain Obvious. Of
Hold
course,
on a second.
come
hold
on.
Hey, ease up, millennial. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in a construction site.
Yeah.
That's back to back to back to back. It's a lot harder than what they're doing. It is. We're a lot less.
Obviously.
So what are you
obviously,
saying then?
So I'm just saying that athletes, you can't. If you want to start comparing an athlete's job to anybody that actually works hard, you're going to be here all day comparing the comparables.
If a trade is close, you sit Bo. You don't sit him 5 weeks before.
Sure.
For crying out loud. Go back in history and show me where a
Rick,
name like
again,
him was sat 5 weeks before the deadline.